I wouldn't even consider hiring them for that position because of stuff like
Yeah.
that.
He
It's a
too.
it's
Yeah,
also
he too.
interest. It's like you
Mm-hmm.
can't have one talent or one artist knowing what other artists make or what their personal situations are. So that's good for business.
Mm-hmm. So, but he said he wanted to fight you and all that because you owe him money, though, Bees. So it seemed like you hiding something from me,
Oh,
or somebody lying. He said y'all owe him money. He gonna fight you, and why is he this mad at you then, Bees? He made a space about you for a whole year every day. URL. Why is he this mad at y'all?
oh my God. I don't know. I'm not interested in fighting Verb. I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a boxer. I do business. My role is not to argue and mudsling with talent. My role is to step to these corporations. Go talk to the BETs, get battle rap on the BET Awards, talk to the Sirius radios and Funk Flexes and Hot 97s and facilitate opportunity for talent to go up. Link with, companies like Caffeine, link with big artists like Drake and bring them to the
Mm-hmm.
culture, bring attention to what's happening. Those are the things
Mm-hmm.
that are my responsibility. This small meat, low level,
But
low
Bees,
operational shit.
but Bees,
Like that's
he
not.
he he said he said I'm a hothead, right? And say I be my attitude and did all this. But him as a 40-year-old man, 40-year-old plus man, made a space about a company every fucking day for a year, talking about he was gonna fight the league on it. He wanted to fight the league on it as a 40-year-old plus man, and y'all don't even owe him anything. Y'all don't even owe him no money.
Well,
He mad at y'all.
this is what I find crazy, right? So let's clear the air, right? Like, let's go back. Let's look at the history of URL. Let's look at URL as a company, right? So we've
Mm-hmm.
dealt with hundreds of MCs, right? And at the end of the day, like, we're all family, right? For the most part, right?
Yeah.
We'll have ups, we'll have downs
Mm-hmm.
times when I'm not getting along with certain MCs for a year or two, and then we bump into each other, we talk, and then you see them back on the platform again. These
Yeah.
things have happened, throughout the history of the company. But there's one thing that you'd never hear, and that's that URL owes me money. You never hear I rapped and didn't get paid. You never hear I signed a
Yeah.
contract and I didn't get the money that was in my contract. You never hear those things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we have a stellar record for paying, our debts or our talent, or if we owe someone, we pay them. If somebody, signed a contract for a specific amount of money, that's the money they get, and they get it when we say that they get it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's talking about when he says that I owe him money and all this stuff. This guy flew around the country on a campaign talking about us. He flew out to New York, went to Math Hoffa's show, spent all this time and energy doing all these things, but never once tried to call me to tell me the money that I owed him. He never, and I'm not even saying like I'm inviting him to a fight. Like, if you think that I owe you money, you should
Yeah.
get your manager on the
You
phone,
should go.
right?
Yeah,
Get
like
a
you
lawyer,
you can't. Y'all had a million events.
right?
Yeah, y'all had a million events. You had events in Atlanta. Y'all had everywhere. So if you owe him money, why not come? Okay, I got a question. If you owe me money, or you owe Aver money, who's coming to get their money? If you had to just pick, which
Well,
one of us are really show up to get our money, Beast?
if I had to put my money on it, if at for some, I would never owe anybody any money. But if I ever did owe money, or you
Yeah.
believed that I owed you money, I can guarantee that you would show up and ask me what's up with the money. Whether whether
Okay.
whether I believe
Whether
that you
you owe
whether
it or
you
not.
believe
Yeah. So,
whether we really owe you money or not, I believe that you would show up and get the money. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a guy who proclaims to be from the mean streets of St. Louis, but he hasn't shown up anywhere. I'm at all the events.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
advertise where I'm going to be. He doesn't come by and
Yeah.
ask for the money. Like, if he could
But he
come
just but
talk
he
to
just talking out space
about it.
every day. He
And
just he
I'm
just
not even
fast man.
saying right, and I'm not even saying like come to the event and we can do. I'm saying, listen,
Yeah.
if I owe you money, we have enough of a relationship where either you can call me, you can show up in
Yeah.
person, say, hey, can we step to the side? Can we talk? Hey, look, let me show you this. I didn't get paid for
Yeah.
this and that, and we could work out whatever needs to be handled, right? Or
Okay.
if it's beyond that point, right, and it has to be another type of a conversation, Just come to where I'm at, right? And put me in
Mm-hmm.
a position to where I have to defend myself, and I'll give you everything that you're seeking.
Yeah.
Is that simple? Like I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't, I'm
I
not,
feel. I know you
I'm
politically
I'm
correct.
on,
I know.
I'm
I
a
know.
business, I'm a businessman. Like I'm on
Yeah.
defense. Like I don't get into like if you look at my track record, I'm in every city. I'm in the
Yeah.
smallest events. I go to these wild Brooklyn events. I go to events in the
Yeah.
hole in the wall. I walk around
Yeah.
by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't have like some big, oversized security guards and dudes. I'm
Armed
around.
security that's gonna kill you on site. Armed
Yeah,
security and none of that goofy.
do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I don't portray that image. That's not who I am. Like I don't put forth that energy, and I can walk around comfortably
But
because I don't owe anybody any money. And if you believe
but
that
the
I owe
problem.
you money, you should come and
Yeah.
me for the money. You should get your lawyer, you
Yeah.
get your legal team together, and handle it that way. If that's
But
not the way that you do it, if you don't have money for a lawyer and you think you want to talk to me about it, you should come and talk to me and we can sit down and go through the paperwork and figure it out. If it's beyond
but
that,
the internet
and
shit.
if it's beyond sitting down and talking to the paperwork and you want another type of conversation with me, as I said, put me in a position to where I have to defend myself and I'm going to give you
Yeah.
everything that you're seeking. I promise you.
Damn.
You handle the situation, you know?
Hey, but listen,
Mm.
it's just some guys rather just do the internet shit. See, I just want the people to know before I let you get out of here, and because I really appreciate you coming, just clearing the air on a few things. But uh, people got to start deciding whether they're gonna let the bull. They always say they mad at the culture, but they let the bullshit rock. Anytime Hitman come to a spaces back in the day, like prior to this, it was me putting gangster cars together, me giving low tier battle rappers opportunities, me trying to book battles that the culture want to see with myself. Like I don't get in spaces and talk about the female battlers and who they fucking, who got STDs. I don't talk about league owners every day. I don't have a problem with because from the looks of it, he can't battle on RBE no more. He's not gonna be on URL no more. He ran out another sponsor. He's the one that's bringing the cancer into the culture. You got younger people, not even younger people, but up and coming. Well, not even up and coming. People like Geechee Gotti, like under a Verb, meaning like he came afterwards. But Geechee is putting money in battlers' pockets. You know what I'm saying? You got Easy. You got all these other people that came after you that's really doing something for battle rappers, and all you want to do is come online and badmouth battle rappers all day. You talk bad about the women. You talk bad about the league owners. You talk bad about the fans. You don't do nothing positive for battle rap except bring a fucking circus and all this blah 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 shit. And then when the niggas meet you halfway to what the same shit you talking about, you want to tuck your tail. You want to talk about armed security. You want to give excuse and after excuse. So what I'm saying is, I'm tired of the culture letting this dumb shit rock. Y'all
Right.
let a nigga talk 1,000 hours in spaces and ain't prove one thing. Like, I gotta stop that. We got a whole league on in here who just politically said the guy's bullshit, bro. I'ma say it for you,
I,
Beans.
I,
You ain't say it, but you.
yeah, I can't say it, but what I say is this, right? Like over the years, like I've seen a lot of people do things to help the culture. Like a lot of talent try to build and give opportunity. You know what I mean? I like what Geechee's
Yeah,
doing with the right. I like what John has done with Bullpen. I like what you did with Bags and Bodies. You know, everybody is trying to find a way to improve and to build and to help the culture become bigger. You know, because ultimately,
uh-huh.
that's what's important, right? It's like there has to be growth and there has to be support from the culture and the fans in order for us to continue to do what we do. Because battle rap is,
Yeah,
while it does have a big impact, it still is a small community of people who keep it going, right? And you are
yeah, yeah,
URL is that force. You know what I'm saying? That does that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
yeah.
we all find new ways to fuel it, right? Like people. You even linked with like a partner, like with Coastal Rain, to bring Bags and Bodies there because
For
the
sure.
monetization is not really going down on YouTube like that. The algorithm's not necessarily there on YouTube in that way, right? So like we
Especially with the juice and all the apps is doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like try to follow that TV shows and shit that's going on. Juice, now that's TV. They all started from scratch and going crazy.
Like, and that's what, like, even with the app, right? Like, that's why something like this happens on YouTube where monetization is lower and the ads are lower and we can't generate the same type of money. It allows us to add on to like shows that we have going on. Like, there were times where caffeine budgets weren't as robust as we had liked them to be, so we were able to take money from supporters from the app and put it towards battles that people wanted to see. Like, even in a
Yeah,
situation when we're not with caffeine, we're still able to pull off something like Loaded Lux versus Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? Due to the app and the support that we get from it. So, it's again,
yeah,
I'll mention, man, like when you have these parasites who bootleg what we have as a culture, we won't survive. We won't be able to do
yeah,
big events like Hitman, Holla, and Murder Move if we don't have the support of the people who love what it is that we're all tuning into. And I'm just speaking in general. Whoever, if you like an event that's coming up, whether it's URL or not URL, support it, buy that
hmm
shit, because that's how we keep the culture going.